Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing my August favorites, and with the whole move and everything, I could have sworn that I skipped a monthly favorites, but I didn't. So we're now in September, so I'm doing my August favorites. Some of these products are a bit newer because I did haul them in my Sephora VIB recommendations haul. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. There's a chance to win a $100 Sephora gift card in that video. I'll be sure to leave a link in my description bar so you guys can go check that video out. But let's go ahead and get started. The first favorite that I want to mention is the foundation that I've been rocking, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I jumped from shade 220/128. I would like mix those two shades all the way to a 332 golden caramel. So this is the foundation that I currently have on. This is for normal to oily skin, and even though my skin is really dry right now because of the tan that I got, well, it was kind of a burn that turned into a tan, my skin is literally like flaking off. It's pretty gross. I've been putting on a lot of moisturizer, a lot of aloe vera. So really the only foundation that I can use is this one because it doesn't emphasize that texture, it doesn't emphasize the dryness. Usually I like mixing this with my L'Oreal Pro Matte, but because my skin is drier right now, I've just been rocking this on its own. They do have a dewy version of this for dry skin, but I like looking matte, so this one is my favorite. And this one I wouldn't consider a super matte. It's not as matte as the L'Oreal. It's not as matte as my Estee Lauder Double Wear or anything like that. It's kind of like a demi matte. It still looks like skin. And my favorite way to apply that foundation has been with this Sephora Pro Foundation 47 brush. This is a foundation brush, but I was using it for powders, especially like yellow powders underneath the eye because of the shape, because it kind of has like a slant. But I have been using it for what it's meant to be used for, foundation, and I absolutely love it. So I kind of just like swipe the foundation on and press it in, and then I go in with a beauty blender all over just to really give the skin like a smooth finish. And I've also been using this to cream contour. So today I do have a cream contour on. It's actually a foundation, but I use it for cream contour. This is the AJ Crimson foundation in number 3. I need a new one because I abuse this one, but I actually should be using shade 4, but I don't know where my 4 is because of the whole move. But this for cream contour is perfect too because of that shape. It just really gets into that contour and it looks really natural, and then you can just push the product in and then go in with a beauty blender to make it smooth and really press it into the skin. But I've been loving this for its actual use, foundation, but I love that you can get like 2 uses out of 1. I even used this for my concealer today and I loved that too. So this is overall a really great brush and I highly recommend it. Moving on to some eyeshadow palettes. The first one that I want to mention is this Nars Atomic Blonde. This is an eye and cheek palette. I really have been enjoying this. I love these tones, you know, neutral, warm. I love that you get a highlight, a bronzer, and then you get these really beautiful shimmers. I actually have on this first shade on my lid. This glittery shade right over here, it's like a copper, is so stunning. It literally looks foiled or wet on the eyes without using any like Fix Plus or anything. They're just so shimmery, and I feel like you get so much out of this palette. They're just wearable colors. If you want to do something really bronzy and like sultry, that deep brown shade is gorgeous. You do get a highlight and a bronzer, which I did swatch. I don't really use this highlight too much, but this bronzer is nice. I do have that on top of the other bronzer that I used. I feel like these colors can totally go for summer or fall. It's a great transition palette because it gives you like pumpkin spice latte vibes, but it also gives you like beachy boho vibes. So I love that, and I've been getting a lot of use from that palette. But I've also been abusing my Dominique latte palette. You guys, this formula is bomb. So these swatches aren't the best, but I'm telling you guys, you have to feel these shadows in person. They feel like butter, and what I love is that the actual palette doesn't get messy. My worry was that it's a white palette, it's gonna get really dirty, but there's like minimal fallout with this palette. My favorite shades, obviously caramel, vanilla creme, and then hazelnut. They're pigmented, but not so pigmented where it's like chalky. I love that the undertones are warm for the transition colors, and then mocha is really pretty. I have that on my lash line instead of like an eyeliner. And also, let me tell you, this shade right here, Macchiato, I'm not sure if Chris and Dominique marketed that as a highlight, but it is a bomb highlight. The other day I wore this. Actually, in my last video, I wore it too as a highlight on my cheeks and on my nose, and I fell in love. I actually have been using caramel to contour my nose. I don't know. I don't know if that was marketed for that. I know for sure vanilla creme is perfect for underneath the eyes, which again, I do have on also. So this is just like a great overall palette. Like, you get so many uses out of it. Like, you forgot your highlight, boom, you got a highlight. You forgot your concealer, you forgot your banana powder, you got it all in a palette. I'm gonna be traveling to New York soon. This is the palette that I'm bringing because you have pops of color, you have mattes, you have shimmers. I mean, it's literally perfect. I was wearing espresso on my lid in my last video, and I got a couple comments of you guys saying that you liked my eyeshadows. So honestly, I'm gonna say that I would recommend these just as much as I would recommend the old Makeup Forever eyeshadows. The old Makeup Forever shadows, the ones in these circle pans, you guys know if you watch my videos how hard I go for those. This is actually quite similar. It's that same buttery soft texture. I really wasn't expecting to love this as much as I do. Not that I was being a hater, but I was like, oh, another palette, like it's just neutrals. I have neutrals. But this has been my jam. Speaking of eyeshadows, I wanted to give a shout out to the new Marc Jacobs. These are the Omega Gel Shadows. So I have the Big O and Daddy O here, and these are such pretty colors for the crease. So the formula is kind of strange. It is a gel eyeshadow, but it's a powder. So when you swatch them, they kind of look a little bit darker, but these look so pretty on the eyes, and I really have been enjoying them. I do have these in my crease right now. I have a little bit of the orange shade from the Latte palette, but these are the browns that are in my crease. And I don't know, I love using single shadows, especially when I'm on the go and I need to bring some makeup with me. I just feel like it's so easy to just throw in like 2 crease colors in my bag. I've also been loving these 2 shades. We have Perfecto, and then we have Primo, which I think is really cute. So Primo is like the shimmery shade, and then the Perfecto is like a matte cream shade. And I've actually been using Primo as a highlight. I really love it in my inner corners, on my nose. They're a lot creamier than your traditional eyeshadows because they are gel. And this cream shade is more like a satin, and this one again is called Perfecto, and I love this on my brow bone if I want like a matte looking brow bone, but it's not like a flat matte. It's more of like a satin creamy matte. You really have to just swatch these so you can see what the formula is like. I definitely recommend these. They're Marc Jacobs, so they're a little bit more on the pricey side. But if you're the type of person that only wears, let's say, neutrals, or you're looking for like one good brow bone color or like a really good inner corner highlight, and you just want to get like one shadow as opposed to a whole palette, I definitely recommend these. Next up is another really pricey product, and I'm so sorry, but I hate to love this, but I do love it, and this is the Tatcha Silk Canvas. So it's a pore filling primer that's mattifying. It makes your makeup last longer, but the texture and just like the way you apply it is unlike any other. So mine looks really janky because I've been using it, but you get this little like dish that you can use to swipe the product out. I just kind of put my finger in there, which I know isn't really hygienic, but I always make sure to have clean hands when I'm doing my makeup. This is another product that I definitely recommend for you to go to Sephora and swatch because it feels like silk. It just really smooths out my skin without making it look dry, and that's really important for me. Like, I want to look poreless, but I don't want to look like cakey in that area. Sometimes primers can tend to like cake up your makeup, or they don't react well with your makeup. At first I actually didn't like this because I was using way too much, but my opinion has changed and I do love this. I'm 99.9% sure that I featured this product in my last favorites, but it has to be featured in this one as well because I'm obsessed with this. This is the Hourglass Translucent Setting Powder. Because I moved to Florida and I'm getting like a tan here and there, again, my skin is dry but oily. It's the weirdest thing, and honestly, translucent powders and me have not been getting along because of that, but this one is perfect. It has the perfect tone. It doesn't dry out my skin, but it makes me matte, but not too matte and flat. Like, it's literally the perfect setting powder. I honestly can't think of any Hourglass product that I don't like. I know that's a bold statement, but Hourglass, in my opinion, always kills it. The next 2 products are highlighting palettes. So this first one I purchased at Sephora. On a whim, I was like, that looks nice, and I purchased it, and I am telling you guys, this is amazing. This is the Dior Backstage Universal Highlights. This palette has become my obsession. I have used and abused these 2 first shades. This gold and this like really bright white shade mixed together are perfect for my normal skin tone, like my non-tan skin tone. So now that I have some color, I kind of mix the gold, the white, and a little bit of the bronze. So here they are swatched, and they look so buttery soft on the skin. I find these to be better than the Dior single highlighters. I do like those. I think they're called like the Nude Air highlighters. I find these to be even softer. They just blend like butter on the skin, and I love that kind of wet look without emphasizing my texture. I even use the pink highlight in here over my blush. It's a perfect blush topper for a matte blush. I get use out of all of these shades. You can use them as eyeshadows, you can use them as highlights. The gold shade mixed with the white on the nose, perfection. Love this. And to highlight my nose, I'm still using and abusing my Morphe M149. It's rubbed off because I've been using this. I need to get a couple more of these because every time this one goes missing or like I lose it in my brush collection, I kind of have a little panic attack because it's that good. So again, this is the Morphe M149, and this is also perfect for the inner corners, for the brow bone. And I keep losing it because it's a smaller brush. It's tinier, so I do wish they would just come out with like a normal size of this one, but this is like my favorite way to highlight the bridge of my nose. Today I did go a little overboard with it, but if I really want to get precise with my nose highlight, this is the one, baby. This is the one. And the other highlighting palette that I wanted to mention is the Charlotte Tilbury Bar of Gold palette. So when the Bar of Gold came out, I really wanted it, but I didn't splurge on it because I just felt like for one piece of highlight it was kind of expensive. But now they have this palette, which I feel like is a better value. So the highlights are pretty small, but I love all three shades. Sometimes I mix them all three together. Sometimes I'll just use this deeper gold and the light gold. But I have been using this on my nose, on my face. I have a mixture of this with the Dior on right now. The reason why I love this so much is a combination of the shades but also the texture. So they're super silky smooth, and then the colors are like sophisticated golds. Like I don't find them to be obnoxious highlights. Like when I want to wear something that just makes me look daytime appropriate, I can wear this alone. If you're the type of person that likes more of a sophisticated glow or like a sheen to the skin with no glitter, then I feel like you would really, really like these. I feel like Charlotte Tilbury and Hourglass are two brands that I can wholeheartedly trust with their products and their launches. Like I feel like they don't come out with gimmicky products. They come out with products that people can actually use and love, and just like good classic products. So loving this highlighting palette. Pricey, but again, very much worth it. This next one is quite random, but this is a cult favorite. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Makeup Setting Spray. So for some reason, I stopped using All Nighter for a really long time. I guess I was just in the mix of all of the new setting sprays. But I went back to a classic All Nighter, and I love this so much. I love the size of this little mini one because it's perfect for your bag, especially if you're going out. I guess because I haven't used this in a really long time, I can notice a difference with this one. So love it, and I wanted to give it a shout out. But I feel like everyone and their mama knows about Urban Decay All Nighter. But just in case you're one in a million and you haven't tried this out, definitely check it out. It's definitely worth the money. So moving along to my favorite lip combo, which right now might be a little bit too light for the tan that I got going on, but I don't care because I'm literally obsessed with this lippy combo. So the lip liner is MAC Cork. I either like MAC Cork or MAC Oak with this lipstick, but either way, I just love like a brown lip liner mixed with Bite Beauty Multi-Stick in Blondie. I'm so obsessed with this. I posted a picture on Instagram, a really poppin' selfie with my lips looking juicy and nude and perfect, and I've never gotten so many questions about what lip combo I had on, and it was this. So Blondie mixed with MAC Cork. The formula of the Bite Multi-Stick is kind of like a satin, but it does dry a bit matte, I guess, on the lips. It's a little bit more matte. You could use this on your eyes, you can use it on your cheeks. If you like the same types of nudes that I like, NYX London and Blondie are like my top two neutral nudes that are more on the light side. But speaking of lip gloss, I did want to shout out these two. So this first one is by Nars, and it is the full vinyl lip lacquer in At First Sight. It's like a goldish white diamond looking gloss. By the way, I did order the Fenty. I think it's called White Diamonds. I don't even know what it's called. It's the brand new lip gloss by Fenty. I'm like so anxious to get that in the mail. But this literally gives you the juiciest lips. It gives you so much shine, and it doesn't really add much color, but when you first look at the tube, you're like, oh, it just looks like a clear whitish vanilla gloss. But it has so much gold reflect in it that it makes your lips look so plump, so juicy, and I'm obsessed with this. And then I also have been obsessed with the Tom Ford lip gloss in Naked. I do think I got a faulty one though, because my lip brush is a little bit on the stiff side. It's like the perfect creamy nude. Again, more on the light side because I do like my lip products to be light. Right now with my tan, this is the type of a lip gloss that I would have to wear a lip liner with, like a deeper lip liner, but it is such a pretty nude. I love nudes. I love lip gloss. I'm going to apply a little bit of the Nars At First Sight because I do feel like I need a little bit of something right now. My lips are looking a little bit pasty. I never used to be a fan of glitter lip glosses, but I really like this one because it's not gritty. It just gives your lips like a nice juicy plump shine, and it's really comfortable on the lips. And I love lip gloss, and you guys know that, so I definitely recommend these two if you are into lip gloss and you like my recommendations. These two are poppin'. Next up, I want to mention one body care product, and this is the Ahava Leave On Dead Sea Mud Intensive Foot Cream. So I purchased this at Ulta because I was looking for a good foot cream, and I'm really picky with my foot creams because I hate when they smell minty. I know a lot of people like that. They like that feeling on their feet. I just can't stand the smell of like a menthol like foot cream. I don't know, it just bothers me. So I was happy to smell this one. It kind of just smells like spa. Like if you've ever smelled like the Dead Sea booth, if you've ever walked by that Dead Sea booth at the mall, then it just smells like that. So here in Florida, you obviously gotta be rocking them sandals. So you gotta make sure your toes look right. And I've gotten 2 pedicures here in Boca, and they were both absolute fails. I don't know what's good. But if you have any recommendations for nail spots in Florida, please let me know. I usually do biosculpture gel, but I'm literally willing to just get regular gel on my toes. I literally hate talking about feet. It's literally grossing me out. But I use like this foot file that I got at Ulta, and then I put this on, put some socks on, woke up the next day, brand new. So if you're looking for a good foot cream, Ahava's bomb. It's pretty much sandal weather 24/7 here in Florida. So you gotta make sure your toes look right. But don't forget to let me know of any places that you recommend to me in Florida, whether it's Miami, Hialeah, Fort Lauderdale, Boca. Like, please let me know. Coral Springs, because I need hair spots. I can't find a Dominican hair salon. I need to find like dope spots, like hair salons, nail salons, waxes. So please, if you live in Florida, let me know, because I'm considering going to New York just to get my manicure and pedicure, which is absurd. But yeah, Ahava foot cream, definitely recommend this. And I have 2 fragrance favorites. This first one is the R+CO Serious Gaze Fragrance Spray. This smells like sexy, girly, I don't know, it just smells so good. It smells like a beautiful hotel. It just gives me the feels. It really makes me feel poppin'. It's such a captivating scent, and I can't really describe it, but it has leather, it has violet, dark woods. It's floral, but it's musky. You have to smell this, because I'm telling you guys, no matter what kind of fragrance you like perfume to wear, you would like this. And it's a hair perfume, so I love that because it's safe to use on your hair, and I highly recommend it. Like, I 125,000% recommend that. The first time I used that, like the first time I wore it out, I got a compliment from a guy, like, your perfume smells really good, and it was just that in my hair. So shout out to R+CO for making my hair smell poppin'. And then my perfume of the month really is kind of like a late month favorite, but this is the Versace Dylan Blue Parfum. This smells so yummy. It makes me feel really like pretty, girly, clean, put together. Like, I just feel powerful when I wear this, and for a perfume to make me feel that way is insane. I almost feel like this is as high on my list as my Baccarat, which I just repurchased because that's my favorite, like all-time favorite. This one's so different than that. This one's a lot cleaner, girlier, but I'm obsessed with it. You guys have to smell this. If you like my perfume recommendations, go to Sephora. The next time you're in there, smell this Versace Dylan Blue. I know a lot of you guys were saying you like the bottle. I like the bottle. I was just commenting that it looks more like something that my dad would have. It's like a masculine looking bottle. Versace does have a Dylan Blue for men, and I definitely want to smell that, because if it's anything close to this, then I'm gonna love it for a guy. But yeah, this is my favorite perfume right now. I'm obsessed with it. I'm on a like Dylan Blue high. So there's that. And now it's time for my favorite part of the video, and it's my music favorites. Literally, this part of the video makes me happy. Like, I can't wait to get to this part when I'm filming. You ready for the concert?
Wait, what, you're gonna sing?
Oh yeah. No, I'm not gonna sing. I lip sync.
Ando controlando, boom 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 boom, en una coma, boom boom boom, cuando lo pongo en una coma, boom 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 boom, en una coma, boom boom boom, cuando lo pongo en una coma, boom. Uno, dos, probando. Budas King, me levanto y me miro en el espejo, qué lindo me veo. Y tengo aceite, mala mía, no te veía, bro. Si tengo aceite, mala
falling in love. I hope you guys are having a great day.
I don't wanna fall so fast. I'm trying to protect my heart. Got me all up in my feelings. I don't wanna calm down. And I love it, I love it. These butterflies, say I love it, I love it. And I just wanna know, would you catch me if I fall? If you tell me yeah, boy, I might just risk it all. Say you're the only one I see, I see, I see.
Yo me cansé de ti. Llevo tiempo diciendo que te va. Tú eres bipolar, bipolar. Ya me cansé de ti. Ella dice que te vas, hay otro que me amas, pero te sigo viendo aquí. Se me olvidó que tú eres bipolar, bipolar. Ya me cansé de ti. Ya me acompañé en soledad. Me dijeron por ahí que en la cama hay un maniquí. Que tu marido te botó ya. Porque tú no te sabes mover. Tú no te sabes mover. Everybody go to the disco. Maldito seas el durante. Tú eres un problema serio, porque no tienes corazón ya.
You feel the vibe is contagious. Look in your eyes, feel it's dangerous. You taking pictures, know your angles.
No angel, but you got a halo. When it starts like this, I don't really wanna be right. With guys like this,
Feeling right.
like this. Back. But how down, then I make it clap. I don't really want no fun.
He tryna 69 like Takashi, call him Papi. I'm from New York, so I'm cocky. I don't really want no friends, no.
Eeny, money, more. I catch up, break my hook for it.
I'm tryna fuck with you. I ain't playing. I just hope you'll pick up when it's 2 or 3.
You
Nice. Love, I just don't care better.
and I hope you, yeah. If you do, imagine too. You make it back. So good to see you here before the sun goes off. I still adore you. Just making love. Heard you was made. Yeah, ooh. But that don't really matter. Let's talk about it running after. So good to see you here. We both know it's been too long before the sun goes off. Back like we used to. This time I won't lose you. I still adore you. Baby girl, tell me. Mi memoria con soy estancado en esos tiempos. Dime, algo no anda bien. Una niñita adora. Dime, tengo unas preguntas donde demuéstramelo ahora.
This song is actually a Christian song. I really love it so. So those were my music favorites. I also forgot to mention that I've been watching Stranger Things. I actually missed the first 3 episodes. I know it's on Netflix, but I kind of jumped right in like episode 4 or something. So I'm pretty much all caught up. Actually, I have 2 more episodes on season 2 to finish. But yesterday, I pretty much stayed in all day watching that. So that's been another favorite of mine, Stranger Things. If you haven't watched it yet, I know I'm super late to the bandwagon. I'm super late to watch it. But if you haven't watched it, I definitely approve. I don't watch too much TV. I don't really watch Netflix or anything. But I did enjoy Stranger Things. Don't forget to leave me a comment with your favorite of the month so that I can check it out. And don't forget to subscribe. We're almost at 300,000. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up button. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.